Can you please briefly introduce yourself and the Kenya Pension Fund Investment Consortium?
My name is Ngatia Kirungie, and I am the head of the Secretariat of the Kenya Pension Fund Investment Consortium, or KEPFIC for short. KEPFIC is a consortium of Kenyan pension schemes that have come together to jointly assess and invest into alternative investments and infrastructure specifically. Our membership right now is to the tune of about 24 different pension schemes from both the public and the private sector and across all sizes, from the largest pension scheme in the East African region to smaller private pension schemes. In total, we have assets of over $5 billion, and thus to date, we have been able to mobilize over $115 million of investments into various alternative assets.
Oh. Can you share your best practice on how you and your team have made a positive impact on the growth and advancement of the pension fund sector in the country, particularly in relation to infrastructure development investment?
The local pension schemes faced a dilemma a few years ago that led to the formation of KEPFIC, and that was the lack of investment diversification opportunities. Majority of our portfolios were concentrated in government bonds on one hand and only a handful of equities on the other, really exposing us to concentration risk. So what we have done as KEPFIC to improve this situation is that we have started exposing our members to alternative assets in general, infrastructure specifically, and we have regular calls for investment proposals, which we review and we then now show to our pension fund members. At the same time, there is a strong element of capacity building, but this is not the typical theoretical capacity building where it is just an academic exercise. We actually link investment opportunities with the capacity building so that our members can actually understand about how a particular asset type makes money while actually looking at a specific opportunity. And through that, we have seen both the awareness and interest from the pension fund community grow, as well as seeing the same from the private sector promoters and project sponsors who are looking for investments from our members. So we've been able to be a bridge between the investors and the opportunities that are looking for the financing.
Amazing. How do you see the pension fund or alternative investment landscape in Africa evolving over the next few years?
So diversification remains a key focus. And so what you will see more, what we imagine we'll see more, is greater investment into these alternatives. The traditional asset classes of equities and bonds are very well established and well understood. But as pension contributions grow and these pension schemes grow as well, they have to look at other areas of investment. And this is, number one, into alternatives, but also regional or geographic diversification. So for example, we'll now start seeing Kenyan pension schemes look beyond just our geographic boundaries and look to invest into the East African region, look to invest into the rest of Africa. That's going to be a theme that we see continuing over the next few years. Beyond that as well, we're also seeing that the regulators, who are really our guides as to what we can and can't do in our portfolios, they're also becoming a lot more open to alternative investments and cross-regional investments as well. So working very closely with our regulator, working very closely with the project promoters, I think you will start seeing local pension schemes becoming a lot more diversified across asset types and across the continent.
Wonderful. And the last question, if you can please share your experience on this year's PIAFRICA 2023 conference.
Oh, it has been a wonderful conference, and I'll tell you, it's always a pleasure being in the same vicinity as so many thought leaders. But beyond, the opinions that are being shared here, I've also had the chance to engage with actual investors who are looking at Kenya as a success story on what we have done, and are looking to see if that can be replicated regionally. So that's very exciting for us. And that can only be done through a Pan-African engagement like the PIA conference.
Thank you so much for your time.